Hey, well, I'm going to make a video that finally alludes to some things. I don't know if people dare watch it anymore if they even want to be relevant to a conversation that's supposedly going on. Although I don't know about that. What it is let's suppose that you're some kind of weird demon-worshipping cult from the last knockoff of a religion, which is all it is. You know, many people have figured it out. It doesn't take a Jew or a Bible or anything to say it. But to keep with the premise so that you can figure out for yourself and nobody's fooling anybody, you might have the smile wiped off your face about it, thinking that you impress me at all. What it is that there is an archaic and dated religion that I don't really care about, but you do. In fact, you have to believe Judeo-Christian in order to practice Satanism. You have to believe in an imaginary spaghetti monster man in the sky in order to get so pissed at that imaginary spaghetti monster in the sky that you want to sabotage everything and anyone around you. And you're very pretentious, using imaginary bullshit, no spiritual power at all, and a bunch of little tech toys from World War II that are sort of, I don't know, J. Edgar Hooverish shit or whatever. And so, I mean, you really have to understand, you don't define a fucking thing. You sure don't control me. You can't even control yourselves. You have no self-control at all. You think somehow bad is good and good is bad, and that's when it really gets into the funny stuff, because you can't make a language bad. You can't make phonics bad. And every time you go to do anything, as through the eyes of a theologian, you're doing it because it's God's gift. And you know it. See? Me? I don't care about that heebie-jeebie bullshit. So, whatever. Grow up. Is basically it. You don't impress me. It's not profound or deep or meaningful, and you don't know love. And you suffer far worse than I do. Far worse. You don't know love. You know you've done deplorable shit. And the funniest one was this guy walking down the street the other day, all trying to be tough at me, and goes like a little wink and a kiss at me, like I'm supposed to feel violated or something. Meanwhile, that's that parasite's pride going that way. Yeah, it's because it had no effect on me to the fly on the wall there. It was some guy trying to freak somebody out by being sort of, sexual towards them. And so, of course, you sexualize everything. Everything has to be smut. Everything has to be devalued. And why? Because you believe things I don't. It doesn't affect me. And meanwhile, yes, you put a general malaise everywhere, and everybody's supposed to feel bad about themselves because you've got this hooked on phonics alphabet thing just blatting off shit all day. It does not impress me, and every time I wake somebody up, they go do word of mouth with it. And it's happening. I'm beginning to gather public advocacy support. This is all new to you, and you wish it would go away, but we're a culture and a movement now. And you know we won't go away. It's too late. It's already happened. Can of worms is open, So, frankly, whatever you think is so self-important of you to always be like, it's about you and your cult and everybody has to join, or better yet, they have joined merely because you say so, and they're new to it. That is so fucking self-important and pretentious. Self-assured. And your entire argument is built on your own self-assurance. And people repeating ignorance to each other when they know, deep down, it's all bullshit. And it's just that people don't want to go to prison. Really. So they need to establish alibis, elect shitty leaders, try to infiltrate everything, all because they want to resist the natural beauty that is around them. And primarily, they want to resist the main force in life, which is love, variety, cultural diversity. And so, rail against it as they may, and perhaps even drive the Earth into a climate collapse, perhaps cover-ups and complacency, that's all possibilities, not guarantees. And it's all because you have to believe the Bible. Just even get off to get started. I don't. So the irony that I'm feeding back to you is that, in truth, you believe in God. And you believe in Jesus and all this stuff that you don't want to say. And you actually have to use the very manna of life to express anything at all. This phonic, that, some facial expression, facial recognition, all of this, geometry. You have to use good words all of the time to try to say bad things. There's not a fucking thing you can do about that. And meanwhile, you send this thing, some psychotronic juice shit that all I have to do is nuke it with magnetic wands, and I'm going to. And it basically, the moment I wake up, it assumes it has a right to try to violate me and gets a tender kiss for it and hit me and stuff. But it can't. It can't touch me. Last time I kissed a girl was some months ago, and it was voluntary. That's the last time I've had any intimate anything at all. And it was consensual. That's something else you don't understand. And you're jealous as fuck. And you realize that some people are so happy that you just can't touch them. And that's what I'm morphing and growing and evolving into after I've primarily took your psychological operations trip and shoved it extremely fucking far up your ass. To put it in colorful, terse words with brevity. So pretense is like Commander Chaos, Butters there. There's not Butters, it's is it Butters? Tweak. Where the fuck his name is. The guy drinks a lot of coffee. I forget who it is. On South Park. He's got his little hat. He's going to switch the soup. And then he did something real mischievous. I'm serious. If you want to be the most mischievous, fake, non-atheist, hater person, to worship a spaghetti monster and then try to do it backwards or something, you can simply spoon feed each other dog shit. You can sit in a big circle and be like, nope, I don't want anything good. Hot chocolate with whipped cream, caramel or something. I just want to eat dog shit, right? You could do that. See if anybody fucking cares. Nobody likes you, that's why you eat dog shit. And send people to hang around the neck of another man. Stalking, it's called. What do they want, my dick? It starts to look that way, doesn't it? There's just not a fucking word that you can take and make bad. That there are derogatory words that are already bad. And sure, you can trumpet them all over. Your big overt trip for all to hear and see. And frankly, bust as criminals. You're definitely criminals. Definitely going to prison. In my lifetime. And to put it quite accurately, you should probably try to kill me. I don't know why you don't or can't. I'm telling you straight out. I ain't gonna do it for you. I've got a long, beautiful life to go build and live. And I didn't need religion to do it. I didn't need superstition. I didn't need dogma to split hairs over and teetotal about. I don't give a fuck. And so you run from some weird, psychotic paradox that does not impress me. I always get the last word because it's fucking coherent. And meanwhile, what's it gonna be? You can't punish me. That's beyond comprehension. You're in no position to punish me at all. You only punish yourselves. Anyhow, just remember the difference between you and I, exactly how I described it.